We have two special guests from 1Fam. We have Jay and Ace. Hi, thank you for being in the show.
Thank you for having us.
So please tell us, how do you guys get into the music business?
Well, ever since I was a kid, I used to follow my brother around a lot, and he started a little band, and they used to do more like Chicano type of music and stuff like that, and it didn't really have a direction, but we used to love music, man. Since day one, I used to love music, and when my friend passed away, a close brother of mine, Aldo, it really changed my life, and I was a youngin', but little did I know that it would shape me to this day, And ever since then, I try to change my message, try to be more for the kids and try to get them out the same turmoil that we all grew up in, and everybody needs somebody to listen to. And hip-hop is one big thing that really reaches the children, and since that day, I felt God in my heart, and I always been wanting to speak to the kids, since then. That's really been guiding me, like he handed the torch to me, and it's time for us to move it,
Awesome. How about you, Ace?
Well, pretty much the same as Jay. We grew up together, local school, Rancho Viejo. I mean, we went there, and pretty much from there we bonded into a group. I was friends with his older brother, and we all pretty much just, clicked together and made that rap group. And ever since then, I mean,
This is where you're at?
yeah.
And I'm guessing, just like I'm in love with film, you guys fell in love with the music. And how did that feel?
Wonderful. I mean, music's always been something in my blood with my brothers, and I just think it's awesome, being able to do this, and I feel like being able to make music and have this platform, we have the power to change lives on a daily. So I think that's
it's like a blessing, I remember when I was a kid, I didn't know how to really approach it, but I know through school and through education, anything's possible. So I really dedicated myself to it, and I learned how to perfect my craft, So I went to school for it. I went to Phoenix for the Conservatory of Recording Arts and Sciences, and I got my certificate in audio engineering, and I really got serious with it. I made sure that every cut was on point. I made sure that every vocal was not bleeding. Made sure that everything was right, so that when the kids listened, they really had a chance to enjoy the art, and really hear what the words are saying, and the message can really touch their hearts how it's supposed to, you know what I mean?
And growing up, who do you listen to?
When I was younger, I used to listen to Eminem and stuff like that, and that used to really shape how I put my words together, Not necessarily the message. The message that really reached me was Wu-Tang, when my brother passed away, he left a message for me on a CD, he left the Wu symbol right there, and it's always been in my heart every time I see it, man. It's because Wu's for the kids, and that's what it's all about, is to really look out for the future. Don't worry about what's happening now, is just keep moving forward and leave a great message for the kids that's coming next to you, because that's what's gonna teach everything,
Right. And for yourself, Ace?
For me, the same, Wu-Tang, Talib Kweli, Mos Def. There's a lot of rappers out there that people don't even know about. I mean, everybody's always so in tune with the trends in the mainstream, like they don't even get a chance to break out of that barrier, I guess. And there's a lot of local artists too that are really good too, us, the 1Fam, my friend Knight, there's a bunch of us that rap here too, so the local scene is good, if you guys get a chance to check out the local scene of music, it's really nice there too.
Yeah, for real.
It's pretty crazy because I work with some local rappers, and
awesome.
when I was in high school, I thought that all the talent was out of the city.
Yeah.
And when we started looking around, and there's actually people that are talented and focused.
Amazing talent here in this town, man. For
and
real.
Does your family like what you guys do? Do they support you?
Yeah, man. I get full support, from my pops and from my parents. I can never thank them enough, for supporting me, and because they supported me from day one, even when my message was not all that great,
Yeah.
And they're great parents, They let their kids do what they love, which is what a parent's supposed to do. You know what I mean?
Awesome.
Let them grow up and do what they love,
Yeah.
and shape their minds. Don't let them fall into a deep well, and if they do, fill it with water and get them right back out of it. You know what I mean? Because you got to keep going, and don't let anything hold you back. Just keep doing what you love, and if you want to do it right, make sure it's what you love, because that's how you're gonna really perfect it. Kind of like I did. Exactly.
And you guys, what else do you guys do, like besides music? You guys don't do like your day jobs or anything like that?
Well, I'm a freelancer, you know, so and I'm an audio engineer, so I record people's music and I produce, you know, I make instrumentals, I make beats, and that's what I've been doing lately is recording a lot of music, and we're throwing events for the kids, you know. We threw one a few months back. We got a new event coming up here on February 22nd called Love, you know, leading others victoriously, eternally.
Yeah.
And it's basically giving back to the community, you know. It's from 1 to 6 at Kennedy Park. And we'll be giving donations, you know, food. There'll be jumpers there for the kids, you know. We'll be performing live. Just nothing but positive energy, you know, for the youth.
And do you guys like doing these events? Is this like the first one, or you guys do this like, or how long have you guys been doing this?
We've done a couple. We've done a couple, and they're always an awesome. I think I always have fun, man. We get to rap, we get to speak our piece, you know, say what we want, and basically just be there for anybody that needs help. You know, I think one thing that's really rare in this generation is love, and I think that's you know, something to be valued. And we as humans aren't, you know, giving love the value that it deserves. You know, we want to put a money price on it or something else that doesn't even exist. You know, and so yeah, I think
that's what it is. It's giving back, you know, and it fills our hearts really when we do it. It's not for a personal gain or nothing like that.
Yeah.
It's just, it fills our hearts to see the kids listen and come together, you know, because people don't really come together anymore. Everybody's distancing themselves little by little with technology, you know, your iPhone and your phone, and you're having a serious conversation with somebody and they're looking at their phone, you know. It's like, and if that's something I could tell everybody is, next time you have a serious conversation with somebody, is put your phone down, you know, and really look them in their eyes and feel them, you know, because that seriousness is starting to leave the room little by little, you know, and we're just trying to bring it back.
And your music, what do you guys like? What's your content? Like, what do you guys talk about?
Man, we talk about everything, man. We talk about the hood, we talk about growing up, and we talk about leaving it, you know, and tell them how to stay away from the nonsense, you know, and we teach them the real stuff, you know. You really got to listen close, you know, because we just talk about facts, you know. We don't be talking about money and chains and none of that, you know.
Yeah, we grew up a little bit of rough, man, and so like our lives are a little different than you know, regular people's lives. Like, we grew up, you know, around a gang environment, so I think the music we make now is kind of trying to take people out of that, you know, and bring them into something more, you know, positive, so they can really, you know, just live life to the fullest, you know, really appreciate art, you know, music, you know, even video, you know, videography,
everything.
just, you know, singing. I mean, basically try to bring passions out of people, you know what I'm saying, with God in front, man.
And that's true, because I used to remember when I listened to Tupac or Biggie Smalls, they just talk about, you know, repping their hood and all that stuff, and now it's just it just went 360, and it's going to like all these new rappers are very intellectual, like they're like nerds, and they're taking it to a next level. And how do you guys feel about that? Is that you guys are very excited riding that wave?
Yeah, no, I'm happy that people are starting to change their style, you know, and bringing that lyricism back out, you know, because everything was so simple for a minute, you know. It's like the 90s disappeared, but it's all coming back, you know. I think it's time. It's time to bring it all back, and the local scene's really moving quick, so
that's true.
Jump on the train, for real.
And are you guys, have you worked with any like notable artists?
You know, I worked here in town with some guys, you know. Boombox Typical is a big band that I like to make some music with, man. Those guys really put out a good message. They're same thing, you know, they're for the kids, and they're all about the movement, man. Keep moving forward, you know, just stay positive.
Also, GGO2, Ghetto Government.
Ghetto Government officials.
Wu-Tang affiliates.
We're just new affiliates, too, from
that's what we're
Ghetto
working
Government,
with right now. Some beats from
Arizona chapter, you know, so wings up.
Yeah.
So everybody out there, you know, straight up.
That's true, yeah.
And like besides hip hop, do you guys like work with like you know, jazz or like orchestra and any of that type of music?
All the time.
Well, that's where we sample, you know. That's where we get all our samples. You know, that's why hip hop's just the best, because you get to take elements from everywhere, you know. And I get to sample Picasso, his paintings, you know. I'll use them as art, you know. And I sample anything, you know. You could just think of speeches, and it just goes on, you know. All types of music. Cool.
Yeah,
it's the best.
It is crazy how it is. Like I thought like rap was it was just I thought it was just people, little gangsters doing their thing. But it's actually they have poetry behind it, and like in English I actually learned how to like writing poetry. That's basically rap. Dr. Seuss was a rapper.
Yeah.
First rapper there was. Seuss.
And do you guys have any performances or concerts?
Right now we have that event coming up, on February 22nd.
Yeah,
We're really trying to plug that one. We're gonna go hard for the kids, for real. We're gonna go out there, perform, nothing but a positive message.
So any youth out there, get out there. It is February 22nd, this coming up Saturday.
1 to 6.
And, like I said, we're gonna have music, live games, jumpers for the kids, and it's at Kennedy Park, so there's all that.
Free
basketball.
food, everything.
Free
so yeah,
food,
make sure y'all get out there.
So you guys want to show us a little something, what you guys do?
Yeah, for sure. I'll spit a little verse for you guys,
Go
Here's a little song off of a song called Change Gonna Come. Yo, it's like people living afraid in caves in this. It's like everyone's mind boarded a slave ship. We fight for crumbs and slowly they try to drain us. And these snakes love living wealthy, shameless. What do they know about equality? They build a social wall to segregate poverty. Children are stranded in the cold, starving while they out dining at a wine and cheese party. You stayed lost in the labyrinth. You gave it the fight like Che back in Africa. This is not a matter of pride. It's about looking out for your child's life, for real. Because they got a head start in the game by corrupting many minds at a young age. And it took me a whole decade to learn, but as soon as I gain truth, the lies start to burn. And all I gotta say is I ain't gonna run because I keep my hopes up because change gonna come.
Yeah.
On the real.
All right.
Do that one up.
Trapped inside this prison of good and evil, I lost it. Bloodline remains strong, come from a line of humble prophets. Kings of talks and meet your demise by the hands of God, sons, and always remain chosen because I never forgot the outcome. Yo, life keeps passing me by. Feel like I lost myself in time, retrace my steps or I'll never survive. I told you let your will be done. Dead or alive, feel like my soul was dead and I'm barely alive. Surviving off my past and memories, I hold them inside. I take another breath and by your grace the devil rewinds. Back again, death creeping. Seems like he's never sleeping. Expose the weakness of the devil in the name of Jesus. Christ got me speaking and only about his truth to revelations. Believe me, I seen it in my dreams, I mean it. Imagine I go into heaven and God turns his back on a heathen. Yo, and that's barely where it starts. I've written so many songs I don't even know where to start. Without God, I'd be finished before I started. My rhymes would just be words like an atheist who loves to talk. And I ain't perfect by any means, don't get it wrong. Been here for too long and all my strength is gone. I really, really need God to rely upon.
Well, that's the one right there.
That is some strong words. You guys have anything to tell the viewers?
Just keep loving, keep loving and
definitely keep loving.
And don't grow apart from people who you love because that's what it is, It's keep loving and don't ever lose trust in people because there's always love out there, And just because somebody did something wrong, just because it's so amazingly wrong, don't mean you can never find forgiveness in your heart, dude. And that's what it is, man. Praise God all day and keep loving because God is love.
Amen.
And that's what's up.
Thank you very much. Right now, some graphics are going to come up, and you guys can follow them. Right now, we're going to have another artist. His name is Riley. So please stay tuned. So right now, the graphics will be bringing up here in Facebook and Twitter and SoundCloud. You guys are in SoundCloud?
God Stars, The1Fam. Check us out on Facebook, YouTube, we're on everything. So yeah.
All right, thank you.
Thank you, man.
Yeah.